Good morning. Welcome back.
Guys,
Yay. So we're back after about how many weeks? 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 10 years.
And we've really missed you guys, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
We've really missed it.
And we've had some. Well, you guys missed us apparently, so thank you.
I know. Quite a few of you are kind of lurking in the background. So if you are, just come say hello, drop us an emoji, put a comment in, because that helps us know that you're listening.
Or we're cancelling the show.
Yeah. Not really.
Not
we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep going, cracking on.
So, episode 11. Well, I guess the reason we haven't been here, I've been away. You spent time with.
You've been on holiday.
I've been on holiday.
You've spent. Haven't you? All around the world. You deserve it, though.
We all deserve a break.
We all deserve a break. Of course we do.
And I guess as part of what's inspired today's. That and some other things that are just going on that we've heard and
experience inspires us, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And
you came to me with a great idea about what we should talk about, and it kind of looped back to us not taking things for granted, didn't it?
Yeah. So we wanted to talk about appreciating what we have in life, who we have in life, making the time for them, and then you come with some great notes today. So you kind of shifted it around, and it's taken
its own personality, hasn't it?
So you found this thing called taken for granted syndrome.
Yeah,
we didn't know about.
So this really intrigued me. I was like, there is such a thing as taking for granted syndrome. So it's been researched, and lots of psychologists have come up with this term, taking for granted syndrome. It's actually a thing. So what happens is the theory is this is where we switch off from the blessings that we already have. So something that makes you appreciate or take real gratitude for something quickly wears off. We get that taking for granted syndrome coming in. And what the research is saying, and from a psychological standpoint, is that we have a baseline happiness. Yeah. So everyone's got a baseline, and we kind of stay here. And then when something amazing happens in our lives, so it might be that we get a new job, or we have a baby, or we get promotion, or something really nice like a new relationship, or something really, really that lifts our spirits.
So basically, it's like most things we start for the first time is really exciting.
Exactly. Happy events.
Happy events. Yeah. Even someone coming to your class for the first time, my classes for the first time. Yeah. All those things that are similar, right?
Yeah,
or you've made new friends, you're hanging out. Yeah, that.
It spikes your serotonin and your dopamine levels, and actually it spikes it for 3 months. So there is actually a shelf life for this, unfortunately. Yeah. So that's the darker side of it. So So your baseline is here, and then when something really great happens, you spike, but you only spike for up to 3 months, and then you go back down to your baseline. So I was really intrigued by that, and I was thinking, well, that's a little bit pessimistic, because, are we going to go like this all the time, and we're never going to get above this baseline? And
do you feel a condition for it?
It's an interesting question. We might well be conditioned for it to stay at this baseline, and that's where we're meant to be. Yeah. But there is a way to transcend the baseline and not to keep going. So it looked into how we can transcend this kind of pessimistic outlook of staying at the baseline. Yeah. And what it said, and we've talked about this before in some detail. We did, is that
we did a whole show on it.
We did. Yeah. So we were on it, but we really need to be practicing appreciation of what we have now in this day, in this moment, and we really need to strip it back to basics. Yeah. And really just be appreciative of everything we have, because when I look at my life, I'm so blessed. I'm really, really lucky. Yeah. And you take it back to things like simple things like your health. I mean, if you've got your health, you've got everything. If you haven't got your health, you are in trouble. Yeah. And there's a lot of people around us. And
when you're saying that, you're not just talking physical health. It's mental. It's everything,
mental
right?
Health, emotional health, spiritual health, all of the well-beings. That make that holistic picture. I mean, we just don't know what's going to happen, do we? In life. No. We can't plan it, and sometimes awful, terrible things happen to us. So we really need to be quite quite real with ourselves and think that, you know, okay, I'm not the richest or the prettiest or the skinniest girl, and yeah, things aren't perfect in my life, and I wish I had this and that and the other, but look at what I've got.
Yeah.
You know, look at what I've got, and really, actually, you've really got to feel that appreciation.
Yeah.
And not just say, oh yeah, I'm lucky, I'm blessed, I'm grateful, thank you very much, and not think about it, but really feel it.
I think feel it and do something a little bit about it.
Yeah.
So if it's, you know, if you appreciate of a friend or a parent or a sibling or a partner, then I think we need to show that in some ways. They may not understand it, get it, but well, they will. They will. Because there's people that I've lost in, say, in life, and you know, I appreciated them, and I'm sure I showed that.
Yeah.
But if you could have that one day again, you'd probably do something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they say that everyone comes into your life for a reason.
Yep.
Sometimes just a season.
Yeah.
And then sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. I mean,
that's like a tree.
Just like a tree. But I think we learn something from everybody. And going back to the appreciation thing, gratitude. I mean, we've already talked about practicing gratitude with a journal, haven't we? And doing your gratitudes, 3 things you're grateful for at the beginning of the day, maybe to kickstart a happy day. Yeah. Positive vibes. Yeah. Or you can do it in the evening. But there's 3 questions that you can sort of come back to get yourself back into this habit. It's almost like getting yourself into a habit, like you make a cup of tea in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, I made myself a cup of tea. What am I going to do to enhance this feeling of gratitude? And there's 3 questions. You can say, I'm glad I'm ... 2, I'm grateful for ... And 3, I'm fortunate because ... And you could just use those questions to start with.
It might be the same every day, but it's sometimes good to try and think of different ones. But
but I just thought this
doesn't take. And how long does that take?
Not long, does it?
No.
I mean, about as long as it takes to make a cup of tea.
You'll have to come up with a poster or something.
Yeah,
you can have it there, can't you?
Stick it on your fridge,
or above the kettle,
or above your laptop, or wherever you are, sort of hanging out on a regular basis. Yeah. And also, you know, it takes time to research it, guys. Have a look at this taking for granted syndrome. It's really interesting. And let us know what you think. Do you agree that there is a baseline happiness? What do you think?
I think there is. I think you're right. And I can think of hundreds of examples happening with me, with dealing with people as well, where you can see that, and it is.
You can see it. You can see it.
Think about it, actually, right? Let's say, I'm going to pull something out of the hat here. Like a TV company, or like a satellite TV company. I bet you get something in the post every so often, because they know this. And a lot of big companies will probably, they know that you're going to plateau after so many months.
Yeah, they know you're going to get bored.
Yeah, so they want to, they understand this.
The effect
so it's, definitely. Yeah. But it's the same with anything.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just something
it's
how
like
we've
getting
evolved.
A new car, isn't it? Like you're in love with it to start with.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, my new car, and then it gets a little scratch.
And phones.
And then it gets a little bit dirty inside. The kids might have been eating a banana on the back seat, you know, and it's just kind of like, oh yeah, it's my new car, but you know, I'm now looking 2 years' time. I've got another one on the
So we have been conditioned in a way, because as technology changes, so we get a like car or a brand new phone, and then we soon get bored of that.
We do. We need to try to like bring ourselves back to basics and uncondition ourselves to being appreciative of what we have. You know, and just, you know, if you think about people in the third world countries, they're some of the happiest people that you see. You know, because they got such a real, authentic smile on their faces. And, you know, when I've been lucky enough to travel over there, you can see that they appreciate the fact that they've got running water, the sun is shining, and they've got their family, you know, and perhaps a little bit of food, but not much. And they have got a smile from ear to ear.
Yeah, I know. When I was doing some travels, I noticed that same, and they just like, you got no stress.
It makes you feel like
because your only stress is to eat.
And then you go and stay in a hotel,
definitely.
right? And you just feel like, gosh, there's something a little bit uneven about this. You know, there's something quite, you know, makes you feel uncomfortable, doesn't it? Because you then realise how blessed you are. Yeah. And you are very, very blessed to be staying in a hotel, you know, a 5-star hotel. You know,
because you stayed in India, so did you? When you were in India?
Yeah,
Where?
So I stayed in the jungle in India,
Is it?
which was absolutely amazing.
Wow.
I stayed in kind of a complex for yogis,
Yeah.
and also meditation students. So there's quite a few different courses going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, we all stayed. We got our own rooms, but it wasn't luxurious by any
I bet it
stretch of the imagination, and that didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
You know, so I had running water, I had a roof over my head. Yes, I didn't have air conditioning, but that was okay.
Yeah.
I was on the beach, so that was absolutely
cool.
amazing. You know, I was in with all the animals and kind of in the jungle, but that felt absolutely perfect for what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know, the surroundings I was in. I was in nature. And
It's funny. I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot to do what we take for granted and how we perceive things. I just remember a story that I was in Ireland the other week, so one of the cousins brought it up. But my nana, when she's grown up there, because they're right by the sea, so you go and eat lobster in a restaurant. What's your first thought?
I love it.
But it's like, do you think that would that be like a luxury?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, right?
It is a luxury.
So they seen lobster as the poor person's food.
Oh, okay.
Because they could just go out to the sea and catch it.
Yeah, because it's
I've got some in my
plentiful,
throat.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas I would be like, wow, that's
Salmon,
you know.
if it's salmon there, like fish, it's like that because they didn't pay for it.
Amazing.
So it was like, oh, we're poor because we've had to catch this.
Yeah.
Whereas someone in a restaurant is like, yeah, okay, I've just paid whatever I paid for this.
I've just paid.
It's like there on the doorstep.
Yeah.
And I talked to them now, and obviously, you know, I was talking to one of my cousins. It's like they would just be able to survive. They know the land, I think sometimes we don't.
There's another tangent there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another thought process.
But here, so we live in Cheltenham, yeah? So around here, how many cool things are there to do with family? How many things to see?
We are so lucky, aren't we? Because and also Cheltenham has been voted the #1 place for families to live in.
It has,
UK. And we know why, don't we? Because we've got a different festival every week throughout the summer.
They're pushing for the festival.
It's just amazing. Yes. And also we had the Mindset and Wellbeing Fest, didn't
we did.
So that's another one that's been added to the mix.
Which will be happening again next year. We'll meet Mr. Paolo tomorrow, so stay tuned.
Another thing to be grateful for is this wonderful event that you're running on Saturday as well.
Yes, we got Martial Arts All-Stars event. You're teaching some yoga there.
I'm teaching at 10, guys, so if you can get up early, come on.
And if you're not a martial artist, it really doesn't matter. You just come down because even some of the experts will be going into a different class as a beginner, and we're raising money for Longfield and breast cancer.
Yeah, every single penny goes towards the charities, and all equipment is provided, isn't it?
Yeah, in fact, I think it's 2 instructors, definitely 1, but I've got a feeling it's 2 come from Germany.
That's amazing, isn't it?
And, give their time up for
So they can still book in. You've still got tickets left?
Still got tickets left.
Amazing.
37 for the day. Starts at 9 a.m. right through to 5:15. It's not going to be high energy. It's literally learning. There's a great instructor coming up from London. I met a few years back. She's a really good instructor. So and there's some local ones from, if you're in Cheltenham, there's a couple of local instructors. They may be your teacher, so come along.
That's so good. I'm going to drop into a couple of classes myself, and my workshop's going to be all about loosening up the hips and the hamstrings to help you with your martial arts and the day progressing.
I know there's been a lot of comments that are really excited to do that, I think. So,
and it's good to start in the morning to warm everybody up as well and stretch them out.
Well, the stance is very similar. So too. And you got something coming up with Kate, right?
So basically I'm running a workshop with Kate Dimmer Nutrition.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a hot yoga and nutrition workshop which is aimed at cleansing the body. So we're looking at hormones and we're looking at cleansing from within to get all of our people that are attending feeling their best before the summer holidays. So really, in the summer we're sort of bearing a bit more flesh. We're getting into bikinis and wearing little vest tops.
They don't suit me. But for the all-in-one costume myself. But
the workshop workshop is taking place at Ella and Fleur Hot Yoga Studio, and I'm collaborating with Kate. Tickets are very, very reasonable. They're £49, and you're going to get a hot yoga class with me for 45 minutes, plus a Reiki healing at the end. Then we move into a talk with Kate and myself. Kate's going to talk about balancing your hormones through nutrition, which is really, really
since I've been following some of her posts are really good.
She's all about health.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're talking specifically about how we can cleanse and detox the system to be the best versions of ourselves.
Yeah.
And we got goodie bags that are stuffed full of free Reiki treatment from me, free yoga pass, free consultation from Kate, and you can book a ticket on yingyangtherapies.com.
Yeah, wow.
Yes, it's on a Saturday. It's July the 6th.
That's like a week Saturday.
Yeah, so it's 7 till 9. So there's only a few tickets left. So yeah, it's been quite popular.
Wow, good.
Thanks, guys.
Brilliant. And well, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got something from this. Please comment. Please share. And the comments are good. Pushes out the video, which is going to help someone. But also we get an idea of what to talk about on the next show.
Give us some engagement, give us some feedback, and then it propels us on as well.
Definitely.
And we can carry on sharing what we love and sharing our mindset techniques.
Definitely. And hopefully we've got a competition coming, me, you, Paolo, and maybe we'll see if we got some.
You'll have to watch this.
Yeah, this is going to be like the best competition.
Oh yeah,
ever.
Definitely. We're gonna get.
We can't say too much. It's gonna be a surprise.
Yes.
I think that's gonna be a great one. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and we will be back next week for episode number 12. Then.
Cheers,
Peace.
Guys.
Bye bye.